Hi, I'm Matt Eickhoff. I am a music industry management program alum from the year 2003, and I currently work at Frederik Meijer Gardens and Sculpture Park as the fundraising events manager. As the fundraising events manager, it's my job to coordinate and put on 2 big fundraising galas every year to raise funds to support the mission of Frederik Meijer Gardens and Sculpture Park. So I do a springtime fundraising gala with a live auction and silent auction, and then also a holiday fundraising gala called Christmas Cabaret, where folks can come and enjoy our Christmas and holiday traditions around the world exhibition. I get to acquire all of the sponsors as well as plan all of the fun details about the event. So I was very involved as a student on campus from my first semester. My RA got me involved in RHA, and from there I got involved in other programming groups on campus. I was chair of the homecoming committee. I was heavily involved in Entertainment Unlimited and putting on Ferris Fest, and helped to start some other volunteer organizations on campus too, like Circle K and the Ferris Idols. So my time being involved at Ferris was the most fun that I had while I was there. Well, I feel like what I did extracurricularly at Ferris really helped to play in how my career was launched. So while I didn't end up doing anything specifically in the music industry, I realized how much I love planning events while I was at Ferris. Being involved on the homecoming committee, being involved in Entertainment Unlimited, getting to put on these events for hundreds and thousands of students on campus really made me realize the passion I had for putting on events and creating opportunities for people to make memories and have a lot of fun. One of the cool things about my story, I think, is I was an involved student on campus, and they knew of my potential and knew of my experience. And so when a job opened up to work on campus as a full-time staff member in the activities department, they called me up and said, "We want you to work for us." That was my first real job outside of college, was actually working as an employee at Ferris. For a prospective student that's looking at Ferris, I would say 2 things. I would say 1, get involved on campus. I feel like the opportunities that are available at Ferris through extracurricular activities can really help you to figure out what you might want to do after you graduate. And number 2, I would say, don't be afraid to pivot at some point. If you go into Ferris because you really think you're going to do one thing and this is the one dream that you had for a career, don't be afraid to try something else. Changing your major is not a bad thing. Although I didn't change my major, I changed my career path based on my experience at Ferris. And so I would say, don't be afraid to try new things and learn what you're good at. I think you have a choice when you go to college, not only to choose what college to go to, but how you maximize that experience. And I think being a true Bulldog is really maximizing that experience and making choices to get involved and make the most out of your time while you're there.